Hey everyone, this is Adam from First Aid Pro, and today I'm going to be taking you through the contents of a pretty traditional standard first aid kit. Now, the contents of your first aid kit may fluctuate a little bit. You may have a little bit more, you may have a little bit less, or you may have a specifically specialized first aid kit for your workplace or for your environment. But this today is a pretty traditional standard first aid kit. So let's open her up. First thing you're going to find is a little contents card which gives you all the information that you are going to require about your first aid kit, including the contents and the specifics of each content and what it's used for. This is a traditional first aid kit. Now, one of the first things you're going to find is a traditional bandage. This one is called a crepe bandage. This is good for any of your bandaging needs. Second thing you might find is a triangular bandage. This can be used for any number of things, applying direct pressure or for creating a sling. You have a pair of gloves. These gloves are excellent to prevent infections. This is a traditional antiseptic spray. Now this can be used for any number of things, grazes, cuts, nicks, stings, just any kind of generic cleaning purposes. You have yourself a burn gel over here. You may decide to use a burn gel on some kind of burns. We probably wouldn't recommend that you use this directly after the incident. Our recommendation is to run any kind of burn under any kind of cold running water for a minimum of 20 minutes. After a few days, you may opt to use a burn gel, but just ensure that the person you're placing it on doesn't have any allergies or reactions to burn gel. Inside of your first aid kits, you might find some other little accessory kits. For example, we have this little accessory kit over here. It just has all your bits and bobs. You have a pair of tweezers, you have a pair of scissors, you have some fabric tape, you have some burn gels, and a CPR resuscitation mask in this one as well. These CPR resuscitation masks are really excellent. Especially if you're doing CPR. If you don't want to do direct mouth-to-mouth contact, you can chuck one of these ones on. They're really great. They basically have a one-way valve. You can blow into their mouth, they can't blow into your mouth. What we have here is a little shock blanket. These are excellent. If you're going into shock or if you're ever going a little bit too cold, just wrap them up like a happy little burrito in one of these shock blankets and they'll retain about 80% of your body heat. Band-aids, great for any cuts or nicks or dings. This is an instant ice pack. Really great for any sprains or strains and to reduce any kind of swelling. You may find different forms of bandages. For example, you might find this wound dressing, which is also just another bandage. Some of the other things you may find are saline. Now, saline's excellent. If you have any abrasions, gravel rash, or anything inside your eye, these are really excellent. Just before you use them, ensure that they are sealed. Quick way to test, slap it against your hand. Now, if you fall water on your hand, it's not going to be sealed. If it ain't sealed, it ain't sanitary, chuck it out, grab another one. You might also find a little notepad and pencil just to take some consistent notes about anything that you've seen with this incident. You'll find a lot of duplicates of some of the stuff that we've already gone through. For example, you'll find some more triangular bandages. You might find some other forms of bandages. These are still the exact same as these ones, just in a slightly different package. You have some extra saline. You have some more dressings, some more cleaning wipes, and just some extra bandages. So these are all the components of a traditional first aid kit in Australia. Now, your first aid kit may fluctuate in terms of its contents, depending on what kind of first aid kit you purchase. If you want to learn how to use any of these contents, make sure you book a course with us today at www.firstaidpro.com.au. And if you want to learn some more cool first aid tips, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.